Welcome back, dear friends, to your daily dose of ancient wisdom. Today we continue our reading of Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapurana, Book 3, Discourse 6, Appearance of the Cosmic Body. The sage Maitreya said, when the Almighty Lord saw that his own powers, the Mahat Tattva and rest, were unable to start the work of creating the universe, because there was no harmony among them, he assumed his divine potency, known by the name of Kala or time, and simultaneously entered the 23 categories, namely the Mahat Tattva, the ego, the five senses of perception, the five organs of action and mind, the five subtle elements, and the five gross elements. Having entered these categories that stood disconnected, he united them by his active power, stimulating their dormant energy. When they were thus roused into activity, the 23 categories, impelled as they were by God, evolved the cosmic body out of their own parts. In other words, even as the Supreme entered them, that group of 23 categories which had taken upon themselves the work of creating the universe partially underwent transformation as a result of mutual cooperation. It is this transformation of the 23 categories which goes by the name of the cosmic body, the abode of the whole animate and inanimate creation. The all-effluent cosmic being dwelt by all the jivas that lay dormant in an unmanifested state for 1,000 celestial years, namely 360,000 human years, in the space having the shape of an interior of an egg with water surrounding it on all sides. The cosmic body, the evolute of the categories entrusted with the work of creating the universe, endowed as it was with knowledge, activity, and power of enjoyment, manifested itself of its own accord as 1, the heart, as 10, the 10 vital airs, and the 3, Adhyatmika, Adidaivika, and Adibhautika aspects. As the totality of all the jivas, he is the sole support of all living beings. As an embodiment spirit, he is a part manifestation of the Supreme Spirit, and as the first manifestation of reality, he is the prime avatara. The entire living creation takes its shape in him. As possessed of Adhyatma, Adidaiva, and Adibhuta, the cosmic being is of 3 kinds. As prana, he is of 10th kind, and as heart, he is only 1. Note, Adhyatma denotes the 10 indriyas, the 5 senses of perception and the 5 organs of action, and the mind. Adidaiva means the deities presiding over the indriyas and mind, and the objects of these sense constitutes, which is known as Adibhuta. The 10 pranas or vital airs are known by the names of prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana, naga, kurma, kikkara, devadatta, and dhananjaya. The air which we inhale and exhale either through the nostrils or through the mouth and has its seat in the lungs is called prana. That which has a downward course and has its seat in the anus is known as apana. That which has its seat in the navel and is essential to digestion bears the name of samana. That which has an upward course and has its seat in the throat is known by the name of udana. That which circulates in every direction and is diffused through the body is called vyana. That which enables us to belch is known as naga. That which helps us open our eyes bears the name of kurma. That which excites our hunger is known by the name of kirkra. That which enables us to yawn is called Devadatta, and that which nourishes the body is known as Dhananjaya. Recalling the prayer of the deities presiding over the Mahat Tattva and other categories that have been entrusted with the duty of creating the universe, the Lord, who is beyond sense perception, illuminated, aroused the cosmic being with his own effluence in the shape of consciousness in order to awaken their potentialities. Now hear from me as I tell you how many abodes for the deities presiding over the sense of perception and the organs of action appeared in the body of the cosmic being, illumined as he was now by the Lord's effluence in the shape of consciousness. First of all, there appeared in him a mouth, the god of fire, one of the 10 protectors of the world, whose abode it is entered in along with his power, the organ of speech, by means of which the jiva or the embodied soul utters words. Then appeared in the body of Srihari, the cosmic being, a palate, the abode of Varuna, the god presiding over the waters, another protector of the world, who entered it along with his power, the sense of taste, by means of which the jiva perceives taste. Next appeared in the body of the cosmic being a pair of nostrils, the abode of the twin god Ashwins, the celestial physicians, who entered them along with their power of olfactory sense, the means of perceiving odor. Now appeared in the body of the cosmic being a pair of eyes, Tatsva, the sun god, another protector of the world, entered them along with his power, the sense of sight, the means of perceiving colors. Again appeared on his body the skin, the seat of tactile sense, the wind god, another protector of the world, entered in it along with his power, the tactile sense by which the jiva experiences touch. Further appeared in his body a pair of ears, the personal abodes of the Digdevatas, the deities presiding over the cardinal points, who entered them along with their power, the auditory sense by means of which the jiva perceives sound. Then appeared on the body the skin, the seat of the hair, the abode of the deities presiding over the annual plants or herbs that die after they have ripened, who entered it along with their power in the shape of hair, by means of which the jiva feels the itching sensation. Next appeared on his body a penis, the abode of Prajapati himself, the god presiding over creation, who entered it along with his power, the capacity to procreate, by means of which the jiva experiences the joy of copulation. Now appeared in the body of the cosmic being an anus, the god of Mitra, one of the 12 sons of Aditi, who presides over the sun by rotation for 1 month. A protector of the world, entered it along with his power, the organ of defecation, by means of which the jiva evacuates his bowels. Again appeared on his body a pair of hands or arms. The god Indra, the lord of paradise, entered them along with his power, the capacity to hold and let go of objects, by means of which the jiva makes his living. Further appeared on his person a pair of legs. Lord Vishnu, the supreme protector of the world, entered them along with his power, the faculty of locomotion, by means of which the jiva reaches the place he intends to visit. Subsequently appeared in him the intellect, the abode of Brahma, the lord of Saraswati, the goddess presiding over speech, who entered it along with its power, the faculty of understanding, the means of apprehending that which is to be known. Thereafter, the mind Thereafter appeared in him a heart, the abode of the moon god, who entered it along with his power, the mind, by means of which the jiva indulges in thought of various kinds. Subsequent to it appeared in him the ego, the abode of God, Rudra, the deity presiding over the ego, who entered it along with his power, the feeling of egotism, by means of which the jiva entertains the sense of duty. Then appeared in him a chitta, the seat of intellection, the abode of Brahma, the deity presiding over the Mahat Tattva, or the principle of cosmic intelligence, who entered it along with his power, the faculty of intellection, by means of which the jiva distinguishes between the right and wrong. From his head emanated the heavenly world, the earth from his feet, and the sky, the space between heaven and earth, from his navel. In these regions are found the gods and other beings such as men and ghosts, the evolutes of sattva, rajas, and tamas respectively. Out of these, the gods, through the predominance of sattva, the quality of goodness, found their abode in heaven. Human beings and other creatures that are useful to the latter obtain their residence on earth because of their rajasika temperament, while the hosts of Rudra's attendants, namely the spirits and the ghosts, took up their residence in the sky between heaven and earth, which represents the navel of the cosmic being. From the mouth of the cosmic being emanated the Vedas, O Vidura, ornament of Kurus, as well as Brahmana, who came from to be the foremost of all Varnas, or grades of society, as well as their teacher only because he sprang from the mouth of the cosmic being. From the arms of the cosmic being emanated the vocation of Kshatriya, namely the protection and governance of people, as well as the Kshatriya himself, who is devoted to that profession, and who, being a ray of Lord Vishnu, the protector of the universe, is born to protect the other Varna classes against the ravages of thieves and robbers. From the thighs of that Almighty Lord, the cosmic being possessed agriculture and their occupations of a Vaishya, which provides sustenance in the shape of food and other necessities of life to the whole world, as also the Vaishya himself, who by his own pursuit procures a living for all mankind. From the Lord's feet was evolved the calling of service, which is essential for the proper discharge of all sacred duties, and from these very feet for carrying on this pursuit was produced of the Yor Shudra, whose very occupation secures the pleasure of the Lord for the purification of their heart. All these four classes reverently adore by means of their respective duties their own father, Srihari, from whom they all sprang up along with their several occupations. Who can dare describe in full, O Vidura, the cosmic body of the Lord, who has time, karma, svabhava, the innate disposition of the jivas for his potencies? The body which reveals the might of Lord's Yogamaya or divine power. Yet, in order to purify my own speech, which has been rendered foul by other profane talk, I proceed to sing, dear Vidura, the glory of Srihari according to my own poor lights and on the basis of what I have heard from my preceptor. The wise declare that the sole utility of men's speech decidedly lies in uttering the praises of the Lord, who is the foremost of all enjoying and the highest renown, and that sole utility of one's ears lies in their coming into touch with the nectar-like discourses on Srihari delivered by the learned men. Was it possible, dear child, for Brahma, the first of all seers, to fathom the glory of Srihari, the universal spirit, even after pondering it for 1,000 celestial years, with his intellect ripened through the practice of yoga? Therefore, the Lord's Maya deludes even those skilled in creating illusion. When the Lord himself does not know the course of his own Maya, how can others fathom it? Obedience to the Lord, for whom not only the speech and mind, but even Rudra, the deity presiding over the ego, and other gods, those presiding over the senses and organs of action, return disappointed, unable to reach him. Thus ends the sixth discourse in the book 3 of the great and glorious Bhagavata Purana, otherwise known as Paramahamsa Samhita. Thank you.